Enoteca, Netherlands, which is a group of small Italian family producers. And we have a range of wines here today at this beautiful show from several different regions. We go from Veneto with this unbelievable Prosecco. It's a rosé, so it's 2% Robusto with 98% of Glera, which is the normal grape that they use for Prosecco. This is a family that only produces Prosecco wines, so really, really cool project and a big hit today with the sun shining in and everybody loving the rosé Prosecco. Then over here we move into true royalty with Vino Nobile di Montepulciano from Giorgio della Seta Ferrari Cordelli Greco, and he is the current heir and former CEO of Pirelli Tires, who makes a beautiful Vino Nobile fashioned out of Sangiovese and Merlot. Classic style, very, very good for your people who have just come back from Italy and want something super typical in that region. And here we have something very, very special. It's the only Lagrein that I know of in the Tennessee market. And this is a Lagrein from Weingut H. Lynch, which is another producer with Enoteca. Klaus has been making wines for several years in the Alto Adige region. And this is a wine that's one of the few that comes from a privately owned winery. Most wineries in this region are from cooperatives. Lagrein is a really special grape. It grows on the valley floors, and so when the sun beats down, the grape has a thick skin and it soaks up the heat, and it has this beautiful spice in the wine. Being a Reserva, spends 15 to 18 months in Tonneau to age. Klaus is a great producer who really wants his wines to take the time and age well before they're released. Then moving on to Abruzzo, so we move south of Alto Adige into the mountainous land of Abruzzo. Now this has often been called the ceiling of Italy, and they hid Mussolini there for a reason. It's very isolated. Montepulciano that grape grows very well here. This first wine is called Lucanto, retails at $11.99, and it is an organic production, stainless steel, very simple, fruit forward, and just a kicker of a wine. Beautiful, very approachable. Then we go into Sansopito, and Sansopito is the patron saint of the region, and that's the name of their wine. And they chose to make this wine several years after their first harvest in 2000, and this one sees 1 year of wood treatment. So they put the wine in 70% French oak barrels and then 30% into barrels made out of cherry trees from the local area. And this is gorgeous wine as well. And then finally, last but not least, we have Cantina Zeni with our lovely friend, very charming Elena Zeni, who visited Tennessee earlier this year in 2014. And this first wine is called Marrone, and that's just the fantasy name for the wine. It's a Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore, and all that indicates is that the Ripasso has undergone 10 to 12 months in oak barrels. The ripasso is a repass of partially dried grapes for 3 to 4 weeks that are put into the wine after some time and then fermented to make a ripasso, a wine that's much more concentrated in flavor than a normal still wine, such as a Vino Nobile or the Lagrein. Totally different in character and just approachable for a lot of people who haven't had Italian wines before. This is a good bridge for those who love California wines, those big, bold wines, and then they move into something a little bit more old world. This is a good transition. And then, of course, we go into the Amarone. Everyone loves an Amarone. This is really, really good value and really special. It's a testament to where Amarone production can and should be. Lately, in the last 10 years, Amarones have gone into more of a port-like quality in the wines, and this retains its classic elegance, very feminine in style, classic blend of Corvina, Rondinella, Molinara, and the grapes are dried for 3 to 4 weeks. After that point, in which they're aged in large 50 hectoliter oak barrels. And there you have it.